This is ABC 15 News, taking action.
Good morning, everybody. It is 5 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm Allison Rodriguez.
And I'm Nick Soletti, just ahead on ABC 15 Mornings. He's back. Are you ready for another round of Donald Trump, the Republican presidential nominee, coming to Phoenix today, trying to earn your vote after Arizona is named a battleground state?
And a scary scene unfolding at a Phoenix light rail station. We are reaching out to police right now to figure out what this chaos here is all about.
He's the man once accused as the freeway shooter after being let go. We're now learning why Leslie Merritt Jr. was back in jail this week.
We'll get to all of your top stories in just a second, but first we do have to talk about your most accurate forecast here. Have you enjoyed your last few days? Still very warm out there. I know.
I mean, this is feeling like early September, not late October.
No,
or early November.
I know.
It's hard to believe.
I know. We're just a few days away from November. Can you believe it? Thanksgiving is like 3-4 weeks away. Oh
doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it at all. Let's look at those morning temperatures right now. A lot of us sitting in the 60s and the 70s this morning all across the valley. We're going to get to 94 degrees today. Warm and dry for us out there. Your winds will be light, so we're not expecting any extremes for that today. If you're going to be going out for a morning run, take a look at this. I think morning is a great time to do this because we'll be in the 60s for a while. Then we warm up into the upper 70s by 9 o'clock. Now, as we get into the afternoon, we're hitting the mid-80s by lunchtime, and by 4 o'clock and 94 degrees, so it will be pretty warm out there. Now, we are tracking some changes, especially for Halloween. We'll go over those coming up in your full forecast.
Okay, Allison, thanks. Let's get right to some breaking news happening this morning. Dozens of firefighters called out to battle this blaze near Gilbert Road and Chandler Boulevard. This house under construction, not even done yet. Nobody was living here at the time. Fire crews were able to keep these flames from spreading to other homes under construction. Right now, we're working to figure out what started this. And more breaking news to get to right now. Bullets flying at a Phoenix bar. The scene very active right now, blocking off parts of McDowell near 48th Street, right by the 143. Let's get right out to ABC 15's Megan Thompson right now. She's trying to gather the latest details for us. Megan, what are you finding out?
Nick, we are learning that this is a deadly shooting. We know one person has died. 2 others were actually shot in this as well. So step out so you can see, just like you're mentioning, how active this is, Nick. They are all here trying to piece together what happened themselves. The information we have is coming directly from Phoenix Fire, who were called to the Break Room Bar and Grill this morning. But when they got on scene, there was nothing they could do to save one of those victims, pronouncing them dead here on the scene. But another victim, a woman in her 30s, was shot in the leg. Another man, also in his 30s, shot in the back. Both of them in serious condition right now, but Phoenix Fire says they are stable, and we expect this area to be closed for a very good amount of time while they investigate this from 44th to 48th Street on McDowell, where they're trying to figure everything out. Right now, we're checking with police to see if anyone's in custody, if they're looking for a suspect. We're trying to get that information for you right now. We'll get it to you as soon as we can. Back to you.
Okay, Megan, I know you'll be working your sources for us. Meantime, it is going to be a busy next few days here in the Valley as we brace for a visit from both presidential candidates. In a few hours, Donald Trump will be speaking to a crowd at the Phoenix Convention Center. And then on Wednesday, Hillary Clinton will be here. We're still working to figure out where exactly she'll be speaking. Meantime, Trump's rally today starting at 3 o'clock. And as we've seen in the past, thousands of people are expected to show up in support, of course, and also some protesters. And a heads up, if you do go, we're hearing the group Bikers for Trump is planning to be there. They say that they're going to provide protection for Trump supporters. We're told as many as 300 of them could show up at this rally, Allison.
Well, meanwhile, another bombshell against Hillary Clinton. The FBI announcing they are looking into new emails, meaning this case isn't necessarily closed. Now, this morning, she is calling on the feds to release more information, saying, let's just get all of the info out there. Now, the FBI came across these on a device belonging to Anthony Weiner. He is the estranged husband of a top aide who is also right now being investigated. Reaction this morning from both of your candidates.
It's imperative that the Bureau explain this issue in question, whatever it is, without any delay. Because right now, your guess is as good as mine, and I don't think that's good enough.
This is bigger than Watergate. Hillary Clinton's corruption is on a scale we have never seen before. We must not let her take her criminal scheme into the Oval Office.
Well, the question now is, do those emails contain classified info, and were they on Clinton's private server? Stepping in for Hillary Clinton today, actress Martha Plimpton. She's going to be rallying for the Democratic nominee. She's the star of ABC's The Real O'Neills. She'll be at 3 separate events today. Clinton herself is going to be speaking in Florida later on. And be sure to see our one-on-one interview with Martha Plimpton and complete coverage of Donald Trump's rally right here on ABC 15 on TV and online. We'll be there every step of the way.
Breaking overnight, Phoenix police investigating a possible stabbing near 19th Avenue in Glendale. This is happening at the light rail station. We've reached out to investigators for more information. Our crews did see at least one person being taken into custody. No word yet if anyone was seriously injured. ABC 15 first on scene of this investigation happening at 19th Avenue in Union Hills, where a woman was jaywalking and got hit by a car. She's in critical condition this morning. The driver did stay on scene. Police don't think drugs or alcohol were factors. A bad crash overnight on the Loop 101 near Indian School. You can see debris here all over the freeway. DPS telling us only one vehicle was involved. They say that driver was speeding, lost control, and hit a wall. Those lanes were shut down for at least an hour, but have since reopened.
Well, some new details about the restraining order that ended up sending Leslie Merritt Jr. back to jail. He's the one-time freeway shooting suspect. An 18-year-old Glendale woman got a restraining order against him. She's claiming she's pregnant with his child and that he's threatened to kill her. She also claims Merritt called her his property because of his child inside of her. He allegedly violated that restraining order Thursday, was arrested, and then later released. We could not reach Merritt for comment. A pretty scary scene on the I-10 last night. Did you get affected by this one? It caused miles of backups. A viewer sending in this video here. You could see that ladder there, the truck on the freeway. A man is there on the overpass, and the ladder was being used to get him down. The I-10 was shut down for almost 2 hours. Police were able to negotiate with that man to get him down and get him to safety.
Across Arizona, the man suspected of shooting at Tucson police officers is out of the hospital this morning. So that means Marcus De La Torre is now behind bars. We just got his mugshot. You can see it right there on your screen. And we also showed you that dash cam video from yesterday. Officers say he was on a bike when he pulled a gun on these officers and started shooting. An officer was grazed by a bullet, and then those police officers returned fire. Staying in Tucson, a teacher arrested and police putting out the mugshot. They say 48-year-old Eddie Rodriguez had inappropriate sexual contact with a 15-year-old student on campus at Cholla High School. And the investigation isn't over yet. Police encouraging tips from possible other victims this morning.
Well, you've probably seen this crazy video by now, a plane erupting into flames on the tarmac at Chicago's O'Hare. I mean, look at all of that smoke. This all happening moments before takeoff, too. The NTSB investigating this one closely now, saying the American Airlines flight experienced a rare and serious engine failure. And that happens when parts break off and then are spewed outside the engine. At least 21 people were treated, mostly for smoke inhalation.
507, new information on a police situation outside of a Scottsdale bar. According to the owner, it might have been a big misunderstanding. A neighbor neighborhood business called police, claiming they saw a guy with a gun run inside. Police surrounded this place using a loudspeaker, shouted more than a dozen times for the guy to come out, but it turns out he's a regular, just there having a drink.
Sure, but in the whole time while the police were out here, the guys didn't know anything was the police were out here. So they're just in there drinking their beer or whatever they were having and listening to music and you know, watching TV.
The man was taken into custody. That bar owner tells us no weapon was found inside of his business. Just about 9 past the hour right now. Talking about that most accurate forecast. Not a 100% sunny morning in store for us, right?
No, not at all, actually. And that, if anything, has been some of the relief. I've heard some people say, well, at least it's a little bit cloudy. You don't get all that sun because it is especially warm. Still unseasonably warm. We're talking 10 degrees still, and it's the end of October. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on outside right now. With ABC 15, clouds and radar here with our Desert Doppler, and you see some clouds in here. Now, those will start to thicken up as we get on in through the next couple of days. Today will still stay mostly clear, so that's some good news. Right now, your temperatures are sitting at 70 degrees, very mild out there. Will stay mostly clear today, but again, as I mentioned, that those clouds are going to start to thicken up the next few days. That'll be a nice little indicator of what's to come, actually. I'll go ahead and break that down for you coming up in your full forecast.
Well, brilliant, beautiful, and bold. That's the message one Valley organization wants to spread to teens and they're drawing some big names to their cause. And it's turning into a heated battle. Game 3 of the World Series not turning out the way Cubs fans had hoped. This historic day would, of course.